Consider the water. It does not argue with the stone. When it encounters an obstacle, it simply finds a way around, or gathers its strength until it can flow over the top. It remains true to its nature while adapting to the world as it is. We often believe that to be strong is to be rigid, to stand our ground with a sharpened tongue and a hardened heart. But true strength is found in the ability to remain still while the storm of discord blows past. Conflict is not a sign that the world is broken, but an invitation to practice the virtue of self-mastery. When another speaks with anger or treats you with disrespect, your first instinct is to mirror their fire. You feel the heat rising in your chest and the words forming like weapons behind your teeth. In that moment, ask yourself, what is gained by adding wood to a blaze? If you respond to anger with anger, you have not solved the problem. You have simply doubled the amount of chaos in the room. A gentleman or a person of noble character understands that their internal peace is a treasure that should not be handed over to someone else just because they are behaving poorly. To cope with conflict, one must first look inward. Most of our struggles with others are actually struggles with ourselves. We feel slighted because our ego is fragile. We feel unheard because we are too busy preparing our own defense to actually listen. If you find yourself in a heated moment, pause. Seek the root of the disagreement. Is it a matter of principle, or is it merely a matter of pride? If it is pride, let it go. Pride is a heavy burden that offers no warmth. If it is a matter of principle, then address it with clarity and kindness, not with the intent to crush your opponent. There is a profound power in silence. We live in a world that demands an immediate answer, a quick retort, and a final word. Yet the wisest response is often to say nothing at all until the heart has cooled. By refusing to engage in the petty back and forth of an argument, you preserve your dignity and deny the conflict the fuel it needs to survive. You are not losing by remaining silent. You are winning the battle over your own impulses. Think of the relationships in your life as a garden. If a weed grows, you do not curse the dirt. You pull the weed with patience. You nourish the soil. When someone creates conflict with you, try to see them not as an enemy, but as a person who is perhaps out of harmony with themselves. They may be suffering in ways you do not see. When you approach a dispute with empathy, the walls of the conflict begin to crumble. It is very difficult for a fire to burn in a vacuum. By providing the oxygen of understanding, you change the nature of the interaction entirely. We must also practice the art of the middle way. Conflict often arises because two people are standing at extreme ends of a bridge, refusing to move. To find peace, one must be willing to take the first step toward the center. This is not weakness. To yield is to show that you value the relationship and the social harmony more than you value being right. In the grand design of a life, being right is a small and fleeting satisfaction. Being at peace is a lifelong accomplishment. Justice is also necessary. Harmony does not mean the absence of truth. If you have been wronged, you do not need to respond with malice, but you should respond with firmness. Return kindness for kindness, but return justice for injury. This means setting boundaries without cruelty. It means speaking your truth without a shaking voice or a clenched fist. When you act with integrity, the conflict loses its power to wound your spirit. You may not change the other person's mind, but you will walk away with your character intact. Finally, remember that every conflict is a mirror. It shows you where you are still sensitive, where you are still impatient, and where you still have room to grow. Instead of resentment, feel gratitude for the person who challenges you. They are your most difficult teacher, They are testing your patience, your resolve, and your commitment to virtue. If you can remain calm while they are frantic and kind while they are harsh, then you have mastered the most important lesson of all. You have learned that the only person you must truly govern is yourself. When the inner world is in order, the outer world eventually follows suit. Walk forward with a steady heart, like the water, knowing that peace is not something you find, but something you carry within you.